What up, guys? Sometimes, dude, I like I crack my. It's kind of nice, huh? I don't think it would copyright me, but I don't want to test it, dude. I don't want to go on for 15 minutes and then have the whole video not even be postable. So, I guess we'll turn it off. I get so many cracks out everywhere. My shoulders, my back, my neck, my hips, my ankles, my fingers, my, my wrists, everywhere. But sometimes I seriously try so hard to get the ones out of my neck, and I feel like sometimes I'm just going to go a little too hard and that'll be it. And they'll find me half eaten, sitting on this couch, and Shakira will be so happy just munching away on my dead corpse. Because, they always, it happens. People die, and their pets eat them. And they always thought it was more of like a dog thing. I actually read a book about it. Um, but that's not the case. Cats are actually more prone to eat you because they're hungry and they want to eat something, and you're dead. So now you're on the menu. Dogs, they'll not as often, but they will eat you as well. But with dogs, they found out that a lot of the times they're like concerned and they'll like lick at the people, then like maybe nibble at them, and then realize like nothing's happening. But when they like are testing to see what's happening, they kind of get a taste of it and then they start to chow down. But cats, they're just like, well, I gotta eat. So, wouldn't that suck, dude? Not only do people find you passed away, but your face is fucking gone. Jesus. But even with that being said, dude, I can't stop getting the cracks out, dude. I can't quit it. I like it too much. It's like once you start to, it's so hard to not because you know there's cracks in there, so you just want to get them out. I'm addicted to it. No joke. I love it, dude. Hold on, should we try and. Oh. Oh. Ah. Ooh. Shit, dude. That felt good. And I already got some out of my neck, so I'm not going to try it again. Okay, maybe a little. I have a few kids, and my youngest son is just like me, too. He'll get them out and he'll, like, talk to me about it and be like, "Oh, did you hear that one?" Or I'll get one out and he's like, "Whoa, that was a good one." Yep, it was. You're right. But I'm just chilling, dude. I don't know. Thinking about a bunch of stuff. Sometimes, dude, I really miss the old days, dude. And maybe I've been thinking about this kind of shit because my birthday is coming up. It's actually in a couple days. And I don't. I haven't celebrated my birthday really for years. Mm, Maybe when I was married, I still did. But honestly, like, after you hit. The fuck are you doing? After you hit 21? What's there to celebrate? You did it. Now you're just an adult in adult life doing adult shit. So, no need for celebration. You just turn a year older and that's life. But it's just that might be the reason why I've been thinking about the good old days. And it honestly, I mean, I'm not that old. I'm going to be turning 33. But just in that amount of time, like since I was in my childhood, so much has changed, dude. And it's very weird because when I do get much older, I am from I'm going to be from one of the last generation that experienced like pre-internet, like pre-cell phones and like pre-technology and AI and all this type of shit. And there there was something so nice about like not having a cell phone and just kind of living life. I mean, now my kids, they have devices and stuff, the younger ones, but my oldest is 11 and he already has a cell phone, which is not uncommon, right? And I mean, it has pros to it because you want to like check in on them and see where they are, what they're up to, or what's going on. So they have a cell phone, so you can do that, which is good, but they know nothing else. From the moment they've been born, this technology and like cell phones and all of this shit has just been second nature to them. They don't know any different. But there really was. Like, could you guys imagine going on a road trip and not bringing a cell phone? We used to go on like road trips, like camping trips and shit, or just, you know, vacations, and we didn't have cell phones. My parents would actually have like maps. You would have a physical map and you would look at the roads that you would have to take and the highways, and you would have to like route your whole destination. You had to get out a map and follow it, and you're just like, I think we're right here. What road is this? Oh, and what way are we going north? Oh, okay. And we're trying to get here. And you would have to figure it out, dude. Now, I mean, and it's like, yeah, you would get to the place and just hang out, watch TV maybe, go to restaurants or whatever, and just chill. Now it's like, if you realize you forgot your cell phone, even if you were like an hour away, you'd be like, shit, we have to go back. I forgot my cell phone. But it wouldn't even get to that point, right? Because we're so attached to these devices and everything, and it's become such a part of our lives. You would realize it immediately. Whenever you do anything or go anywhere. Oh, do I have my wallet? My cell phone? Cool. Let's go. You can't leave anywhere or do anything without it. And I don't know if that's a good thing, guys. I mean, it helps out a lot and does make life a lot simpler for a lot of reasons. But man, we're so dependent on this shit. And not long ago, when I was a youngin', in my childhood, we didn't have any of this. I would like tell my mom or ask her, if I could go hang out with a buddy. One of my friends lived down the road, and then she would say, okay, when are you going to be back? And I would give her a time, and then I would leave. And I would be gone for pretty much all day, and she wouldn't have any communication with me at all. And I would be gone for hours. And she would just, well, that's where he said he's going, so obviously he's still there. And he said he's going to come back at this time, so I won't worry until it's like an hour past that time and he hasn't shown up. And then I'll have to drive over to that place and see where he is or what's going on. I mean, you could call the house, but somebody would have to be there and hear it ringing and pick it up. And if you weren't next to the phone and you weren't able to pick it up, hopefully you had a voicemail set up. And if you didn't have a voicemail, hopefully you had caller ID. Because if you didn't have either of those and you weren't in the house, you had no idea that anybody ever tried to call. So weird. And we would like take bike trips and stuff. and go like on a really busy road where people are going like 60 miles per hour and it's just a little 2 lane passing highway basically. And we would just pedal our little bikes and go into town and go get some like treats and candy and sodas or whatever the fuck. Jones sodas. That's where it was at, dude. A nice Jones soda? Mmm. But they kind of just trusted that you were responsible enough to stay off the side of the road and like not talk to strangers and be on top of your shit, and they would let you do shit like that. Now, there's no way I would let my kids just go off and ride their bikes on the same roads that I was going on when I was younger. Fuck that, dude. Nope. It's different times, guys. Shit has changed a lot. And in not that big amount of time. It's only been a couple decades. I mean, when I was 16, I mean, that's when cell phones were kind of starting to get popular anyway, and more people were starting to have them. But that's the time that I got my first cell phone. And it was, I mean, back then, it was the shit. Now, shitty. Because it was a Nokia cell phone, and it was actually really cool for the time. It was so small too. It was like this big, and it wasn't a flip phone or anything. You just had all your buttons and screen and everything right on the front, and the sides of it had like these plastic translucent side covers, and when your phone was ringing or when you got a text, they would light up with like multicolored like flashing lights and shit. And it was badass, dude. And the whole phone would vibrate and shit. And you're like, what? You could text on it, and you had 30 free text messages a month. And if you went over that, it was like $5 a fucking text. Wow, dude. And you had to pay for your minutes, and you had to be careful not to go over the minutes. And then after 7 o'clock to like 12 o'clock or something, you could call other people on that same network for no, it wouldn't go against your minutes if you called during a certain time. So that was cool. So weird, dude. So strange. And like data, if you wanted data, holy shit, that would cost you, boy. But even to use the data, like if you tried to go on like a web browser, whatever the fuck they had set up back then, it was shit. If you could even get it to load, it would pull up like some white screen with just like a bunch of text. It did not look like the actual internet browser. It was formatted all weird, and you can barely like see what the fuck. You couldn't even like click on the right things, and it would like have code in there and shit, and like so weird. And now it's all it's like the top of the line fucking computer and a tiny little device that you just carry in your pocket. And it can do everything for you. You can start a whole you can start a bunch of channels on TikTok and YouTube, and you can start making content and record it in 4K and high def and use it to edit and all this shit. Pull up maps and navigation, and it'll scan your fingerprint. And it's so weird, dude. It really has gone so fast, too. But it does go so fast, but then once like the new generations and like iterations of the shit comes out, we're already like over it so fast. We're like, okay, well, what's next? What's new? What else you got? Let's get it rolling. We can't stop, dude. I want to get a new cell phone. And I mean, I use it for a bunch of different shit, so it makes sense, but I haven't even had this phone, well, maybe a little bit over a year now. But nothing is wrong with it. It's completely fine. But it's fucking garbage, dude. And I need to get a new one. Because it's fucking bullshit. It only has... what? I don't even... It has so much memory. But it's not enough. It's not even the upgraded version, dude. Sometimes I really do miss childhood. But all I wanted when I was a youngin', I just wanted a taste of that adult life, dude. I want to be an adult. I want to do adult shit and do what I want. And now I have that, and I'm like, it's a lot, dude. It's a lot of responsibility. I want to just be at home with mommy and daddy. But, I mean, it is fun, too. But it's just, there's so many, so many things going on with all of it. Mm. But, yep. Yep. Just, hanging out, dude. Thinking about shit, getting ready for my fucking birthday, dude. Hell yeah, dog. Love it. Cool. Well, I think that's enough for today. You guys think so? Yeah. Alright. Well, thanks for stopping by. Keep it classy. Stay sassy. It's your boy, Grizzly Martian. Out. Peace.